Hey, half-asters. Well, the Winnebago Ekko used to be kind of a class of its own. It had a huge garage underneath the back and the beds were lifted up in the back. It was kind of a different look. But now there are competitors that are matching that design. Today we're going to be looking at 4 RVs: the Winnebago Ekko on the Mercedes and Ford chassis, the Jayco Granite Ridge, and the Entegra Condor. We're going to be making comparisons, and we're going to try to decide which one we like best. So come on and join us as we do our comparisons.
Yep. Hey there, I'm Rose.
And I'm Dan. And we are the Half-Ass Travelers. Right in the door in this dealership, they've got the brand new Jayco Granite Ridge 22T. This is very similar to the Winnebago Ekko and the Entegra Condor. And wow, we are blown away by this RV. It is incredible. As you can see, it's on the Ford chassis, which means it's going to have a little bit more cargo capacity than the Mercedes. Look at these tires. You know we love the black rims and the off-road wheels. These rugged steps. I mean, this thing is made for the off-road, and it looks it. And while we're out here, we might as well talk about this. An outdoor kitchen, a 2-burner cooktop. You've got your Dometic electric cooler, refrigerator, outdoor, and it all folds up and slides right into the side. It's beautiful. You got your propane tank here. It's a regular sized propane tank. And then look in the back, just like the Ekko, just like the Condor, you've got this huge garage in the back. It goes all the way through, and there's a 3rd door on the back. You saw that the lights go on automatically. There's all kinds of tie-down systems back here. This is where they store the ladder. And over here on this side, the last door, again, all these tie-down systems on the doors. And then you've got your water. You got the water filter there. You've got the city water, your winterizing stuff, your outdoor shower, the gate valve empty for looks like for the gray tank. This one might have a cassette toilet. We're going to go take a look inside. In fact, this says black holding tank. But I don't know if that means that this is the opening for the cassette. I'll have to find that out. More storage under there. Very shallow door here. It's got an Onan 28K generator. Very nice. Because of the off-road look of this RV, we got all excited and went around the outside. Usually we go inside first, but I'm dying. Let's go inside. Come on. Come on, Rose. Come on. We love the new Ford cockpit. This is with the shifter here on the dash. It's got a huge screen. This screen is bigger than the one in our Mercedes. There's lots of cup holders and storage space here. There's storage space overhead, tons of storage space overhead. You've got your overhead lights, and I'm sitting back pretty far. This has a lot of leg room. This is as far as it goes back, but it's plenty. I'm 6 foot tall. I probably might even have to pull it up a notch. And these seats are very soft leather, really nice. Right behind the driver's seat, you've got this L-shaped dinette. It's not the largest dinette. I mean, I'm sitting here fine, but if somebody else was sitting there, your kind of knees would knock together. But the seats can be turned around, and then you could be facing each other. So you can pretty much have 4 people sitting around the table. Now, this table is really neat because it slides and moves and rotates back and forth. So you can get around to the back pretty easily. This thing moves around, but it locks in place. It's a really nice, I like this table. It's very sturdy. It rocks a little bit, but it's not too bad. Underneath these seats, this is kind of an access point for doing some maintenance on here. I don't know if you can see that. I can't open it. There's a bunch of electronics under there. And the seat that I'm sitting in pops up, and the battery the battery and some of the other electronics under there as well. The windows, you've got this blackout shade and then a low light shade. Also, these windows pop out. You get some nice ventilation. Above the driver's compartment, there's a huge cargo area on each side. Very large with the TV in between. You got some coat hooks here right inside the door and the fire extinguisher. Let's come back and take a look at the kitchen, Rose. The kitchen is relatively large for this compact RV. I mean, this sink is larger. It's almost bigger than the RV itself. It's huge. And this faucet, nice and high. The window behind here has the same up and down shades and opens up to get some nice flow through with the ventilation. JBL speakers, that's a nice touch. Microwave convection oven. The cabinets. There's an actual outlet in there for the microwave, but there's no second outlet there. And I don't, one of our viewers was saying that this is not a lock on the cabinet. Yeah, I beg to differ. That's a lock. It holds it in, which is nice because we always like having locking cabinets, and these cabinets over the dinette are the same way. When you push that in, the cabinet locks. Got some control panels here, this shelf here, and a little bit of storage, maybe a pantry underneath. One thing's missing. It's storage under here. What's missing, Rose?
An extension to the countertop?
How about a cooktop?
Oh yeah, well it's outside.
Now, yeah, there is one outside. However, when we were doing the Condor review, one of our viewers pointed out that a lot of times these units will come with a portable cooktop, and that may be the case with this unit as well, that you can get a portable cooktop. It stores in the drawer and you put it up here when you need it. That gives you a little more counter space to work with. You got a big fridge back here. Now, it's not a separate fridge freezer. It's all behind one door, but they've got it on, and I can tell you it's nice and cold, which is nice on a Florida day. Oh, there it is. Okay. Our viewers were not wrong. Let's take this puppy out. There we go. An electric induction cooktop, portable. How about that? That works, right? Totally works. Because it gives you all this extra counter space when you're not using it. That works for me. I don't know about you, Rose. The only problem is now you got to store the thing, but there's plenty of room for it. Bathroom. Let's see. Put the light on. There we go. Okay. So this door actually locks in place here magnetically. So if somebody's back in the bed, you can leave this open and do what you got to do in the bathroom, or even just close off the front of the coach from the back. Let's say somebody gets up early, somebody wants to sleep. You can divide the coach. That's nice. All right, come on around, hon. You can see it's a wet bath. You've got the shower there. And the toilet does one of those things where it rotates if you pull the gray handle, and that is definitely a cassette toilet. We were going to check on that. And also, oh wait, Rose, don't forget this. You'll also have the sink with the faucet. And then it just drains out the back. That is an excellent use of space. I don't know why you would need much more than that in a bathroom sink. So, good job. Excellent work. Oh, you forgot one more thing. Come on back in here, Rose. There's actually a medicine cabinet behind that mirror. Whoop, pretty secure, except this little thing popping off. But hey, that's the kind of thing you find in these units. All right, let's go back to the bedroom. All right, they've got the garage in the back, and that's why, look how high this bed is. The garage is actually under here. That's why the bed has to be so high. But you know what? I don't mind. I don't know about you, Rose, but you're not doing anything but sleeping in these beds anyway, or maybe even sitting in them like I am. I'm sitting in the bed. I've got, well, I'm under the AC, but I've got enough headroom where I can sit back here. I can put a cushion behind me, and I could read or just hang out. These windows, my gosh, there's 2 windows on either side, and a window out the back. You could open all of them. They're all vented. They've all got those shades, up and down shades. Wow, this is really a good use of space. I can see why this is such a popular floor plan. Lots of storage. This one has a 12-volt outlet inside. Pretty good storage space. You got the AC right over your heads, but it is ducted. I think this is the smallest RV we've ever seen with ducted AC, which is really cool. Up underneath, oh man, that's a large storage. That goes all the way under. You can see that. And then these drawers.
Very deep.
Yeah, there's a lot of storage space in this unit. This is a 22T. Wow. Lots and lots of storage space. Oh, I almost missed this one. Thanks, Rose. That's a deep, deep storage bin. And it's kind of got a cutout there. I wonder if that's for a garbage can. That wouldn't be a bad idea, right? Beautiful coach. There's power outlets out here. There is a spot for a TV. I see there's coaxial here. If you come around, you can see it. I think this is a mount where you could put a television back here. Let's do the test, hon. I'm gonna lie in the bed and see how much headroom and footroom I have. I'm gonna try to keep my sneakers off of it though. All right, let's see. My feet are on the wall. I've got about an inch of space behind my head, maybe 2 inches of space, and about an inch of space at my foot. So it is kind of tight, but it is nice and wide. And I believe if you had to, let's do it this way. Oh yeah, lots more space this way. So if you're that tall, you could always sleep this way. Probably 6'6", can do that. This cushion right here goes right in here. Make the bed nice and large. I'm really digging this. This is a great use of limited space. Well done, Jayco. Our overall impression of this Jayco unit is just wow. This is really nice. I mean, we have looked at the Ekko before. We've looked at the Condor. We like those too. But I gotta say, I mean, with all the light finishes and everything, this is, I don't know. What do you think, Rose? This is our favorite of all three of them? I don't know. If you're, it's so tough. If you're in the market for a small off-road capable Class B plus / C, then definitely take a look at this Jayco because I think you're going to like it. Okay, we were not expecting this. We just took a look at the Jayco, and now we are taking a look at the Winnebago Ekko. Now, we've looked at this before, but not the 2025. This is the brand new 2025 Winnebago Ekko. Look at the styling. I love this gray paint, the design and the decals, the off-road looking tires, or little off-road tires, and those black rims you know we love. It's got the dually rear wheels on the back. This is on the Mercedes Sprinter chassis, and it's got the new engine, the 4-cylinder twin turbo, which has just slightly more horsepower and torque than the older 6-cylinder diesel. Let's take a look inside. Well, if you're going to be using the Ekko like it was designed, you're going to be out in the off-road, outdoors, boondocks areas. So you're definitely going to want this. Right inside as you open the door, got a screen door, and this locks as well as opening up so you can access the door handle from inside. It's also got these retractable steps. Let's go on inside. We mentioned this is on the Sprinter chassis. The dash seems to be just about the same. Now, this particular unit is very dark. Everything is black, the black leather. It is comfortable, very, not quite as soft as the other ones, but very rugged. And the black dash, it's a little dark for our taste, especially living in South Florida. I can imagine it would get very hot up in this cabin. You've got the standard storage overhead, the television in the center, and two pretty large storage areas on each side. This one's got two coax cables, HDMI, and two 12-volt outlets in here. All your controls, you got the light switch, some more 12-volt, and some USB ports here, as well as a cigarette lighter plug. That helps for whoever is sitting in this sideways seat. Now, these cushions are very comfortable. I like that the cushion is full back. Like the last one we saw, it was only half back. These are full back cushions, albeit sideways, but that allows you to sit across from whoever is in this chair And this one's facing forward. Oh, very, very comfortable, although a little upright. There's no recline here that I can see. But it's a great workspace if you have a laptop or you need to work or whatever. You got the window right here. We have the same up and down shades that we saw in the last unit. The window's open. This table looks like it goes up and out of the way. It's got a piston here. Yes. That moves it out of the way, which is a nice feature. It's also got the extra leaf. Okay. Now I can't figure out how to get it back in place. Oh, there we go. Easy. It's idiot proof. All right. Look at the flooring. This has that woven floor that we've been starting to see a lot of. I guess it's not so bad. It seemed to me like it would hold dirt, but they're using it in all these off-road units. I'd be interested to see how these woven floors hold up to dirt and sand and grime. If you've got this in your RV, hit us up in the comments and let us know what you think of that. Here's the controllers for the unit. You got your solar charge controller, your Xantrex system, that's the inverter, and then some controls for the AC. Also 12-volt plug and a cigarette lighter plug. More storage here. That goes pretty deep. Not such fans of these clips. They're supposed to lock in, but as you can see, I can pull it open. Some of these probably wouldn't. Like this one is locked, but if that one has worn, then this one might wear over time. Got a small cargo container here. Let's head back into the kitchen. Oh, this is what we were looking for. Rose is going to get a video of that. All right, let's talk about the kitchen. You've got your microwave. You've got some overhead storage up here with adjustable shelves. We like that. The sink is very large.
I could take a bath in that.
Yeah, that is a large sink. That's nice. This is wood, so maybe you could double this as a chopping block. I don't know. The faucet's not quite as high as Rose likes, but it does detach. She likes that high faucet coming from the top, almost like a rainfall one. Anybody see that? All right. I already found my first issue for me. I can't operate the damn...
Forget it.
That's a problem. Maybe this one has to go on first? Oh, that's what it is. I don't know. That doesn't seem the most sturdy. They've got it separated in half. I don't know how that's going to hold up. So we accidentally found a possible issue. There's some storage up here over the microwave. The refrigerator is a single door combination refrigerator freezer, and it's guaranteed to keep all of your keys nice and cool. I don't know why they do that, but hey, maybe they want to keep them cold. Up underneath the sink, lots of storage space, and look, again, we have the induction cooktop. It's portable, comes right out of the drawer, can sit on the counter. You could actually use it inside the drawer if you wanted to. I don't know why you would, but I mean, it's an option, it looks like, because there's a plug right here next to it. I don't know. It's interesting that they didn't just put the cooktop in the kitchen, but maybe they were trying to optimize the counter space. I do not know, but it's nice to see that they do have a cooktop. This storage goes all the way back. Got the water filter there coming down. All right, nice kitchen. Let's talk about this bathroom. The door opens, but it doesn't lock into place like the Jayco does. It's a little wobbly and flimsy, but it locks into place nicely once it's over there, so you're not going to have a big problem with rattle. Beautiful styling in the bathroom. Like the wood inset on the floor. You got a nice sink. The only storage I see is right here, up over top of the toilet. There's a vent window and a cassette toilet. But that's not the best thing about this bathroom. Here's the best thing about the bathroom. Check this out. Got to take a shower? The entire wall opens up and locks back here behind. There's a snap here to lock it in place. It locks back there so you have room to take a shower and you're not soaking everything over in the toilet area. The drain goes right out there. Now, It is tight. You can shower standing up, but it's pretty tight. You're going to be leaning a lot against the wall to get certain areas. Got the shower curtain here that'll give a little bit, but it's definitely a tight shower. But we do like that feature where we don't have to get the entire toilet area and sink soaked. All right, the bedroom has the same U-shaped design that we saw in the Jayco. I will tell you, these cushions are nice and soft, whereas the ones in the Jayco were a little firmer. You know, they're covered in plastic right now, and can't imagine you would leave that plastic on because they make a lot of noise. Again, this one has more head space than the Jayco. I've got 2 to 3 inches at that end, and I've got another 2 to 3 inches up here. So this one's a little bit longer in this area. Got the same 2 windows on each side to get some cross ventilation. However, this one does not have the rear window. It does have some storage space along the back, as well as this space in between. It's got cords that come down, so I guess that's for the charging of the phones or whatever in the middle. You know, when you're going to sleep, you can put your phones and whatever up there to charge. You've got drawers on either side. But as you can see, they're kind of hard to access when you're sitting in the bed because they want to open up into your legs, but they do open all the way. Pretty substantial storage underneath. These cushions fit all the way back. And that side as well. There's the table stand for this table here. And that actually, follow me around, Rose, you can put right in here. So yes, there is a table that sets up in here. When you flip these 2 seats around, you can have 4 people sitting around the table, similar to what we saw in the Jayco, just a little bit different setup. Overall, there's some things about the interior that we like better than the Jayco, but there's also some things about the Jayco that we like better than the Winnebago. I'd say I like this setup, having these seats separate than being right in an L shape next to each other. This seems like you'd have a lot more leg room. It is a little more hassle to set the table up, but I mean, it's nicely stored away, so really it's not that difficult. Not a deal breaker for us. We like the cabinets in the Jayco better. These, I have concerns about these plastic clasps. We really prefer the other ones that they have in the Jayco. This has the same venting, the same vented air conditioning throughout the unit, which is nice. Winnebago did a good job on that. And we just have questions about this woven floor. We're not really sure how this is going to hold up. But overall, it's very similar. The Condor and the Jayco are, I mean, I know they're made to compete with each other, but if you're looking for something like this, you're definitely going to need to go take a look at all. I was talking about the outside of the Ekko. We didn't really care for the cabinet latches inside, but I'll tell you what, these latches are nice. You give them a half turn each, and they open up to show the cargo space, but watch how this locks in. Kind of ratchets it in. That is secure, and that's really nice. Even though they're plastic, we don't mind them so much. Another storage container right here. Nice. You got your coax and some more 12-volt plugs over here when you're sitting outside. Dual propane tanks. Those are regular size propane tanks. Nice and easy to swap out. You got your Truma water heater there. And of course the Ekko has the garage that it's famous for. 3 doors, 1 on each side, including the back. There's a tie-down system in here. Here's all the tie-downs. They just lock right in here wherever you need to tie something down, bicycles, e-bikes, whatever you need. You've got the ladder to the roof. Come on around. Love these big cabinets. Here's the access for your Onan 25K generator. Access, it looks like a water pump. And then battery access on a drawer. And your controllers and everything, and your main breaker. Overall impression of the Ekko in comparison to the Jayco. Like I said, on the inside, there are some things we like, some things we don't. I'm kind of preferential to this floor plan rather than the floor plan for the first one we looked at. And also, look at the styling out here. I think that they have a little bit more of a lift on the Winnebago, which makes this thing just look like a beast, an off-road beast. I love the styling of this. Rose is not so fond of these because she wants a lot more space, but I absolutely love that they're doing this type of RV. It's awesome. Not only do they have the 2025 Ekko on the Mercedes chassis, they've also got one on the Ford chassis. And this is the F350 HD all-wheel drive. Did I say F350? I keep saying that. It's a 350 HD all-wheel drive with the EcoBoost. And it has the off-road styling just like the Mercedes does, but you can see it's not as aggressive on the Ford chassis. All right, let's take a look around the outside first, because there's a few changes in the box from the Mercedes chassis. They still have these same great latches, but look, it's got a super huge cargo with an outdoor shower attachment right here beside the door. Same outlets here. Got your trim of water heater there, and the same dual propane tanks. Of course, it's got also the rear garage, but you can see, I don't know, if you go back and look at the other one, this one's not quite as deep. There's a little more space in the Mercedes Ekko. And this is the same. Trust me, this goes through to that same compartment. All right, same setup here with your gray water dump. Another outdoor shower, all of your water hookups, the umbilical, your cassette toilet empty, and then your 28K generator in this unit. And then access ways for your batteries. I think that's a battery pack. It sure is. That's a lithionic battery. Wow, that is a massive, nice battery. All right, this Ekko's got something that we haven't seen before. Alu cab shadow on. This is an awning over this side of the RV. We haven't seen that before. That's kind of crazy. Very interesting. Let's go inside. Winnebago did it right with these automatic steps. Same screen door we saw. The same Ford chassis from the Jayco. It's the new one. We love it. Love that cockpit. Big, large, huge screen, and the shifter right there on the dash is nice. Same storage spaces over top. This is storage here rather than a TV. There's more storage on each side behind these cargo nets. I don't see a TV, so maybe they just don't have it installed in this unit. All right, now this is more like the Ekko that we had seen previously with the two seats here. We talked about how these seats are kind of narrow. It would be a challenge to take two adults on a long trip. But this table's nice. It folds out of the way. These windows are great. They've got those up and down shades. We like that. Same clips on the cabinets, which we're not big fans of the plastic. You can always swap those out. Here's the lagoon table here. They've just got it stored away here, but that can be pulled out and used at various places in the coach. Come on in, Rose. Right behind the seat, these are adjustable shelves for the pantry. All right, we don't have to worry about the big, huge sink falling apart on me because this sink isn't quite the largest, but it's not bad. The faucet's a little low. Rose likes a higher faucet, as you know. Dual burner gas cooktop. It actually has a cooktop in the kitchen. That's different. I think that's new for 2025. I don't know, it may be in the 2024. Have to check on that. Nice drawers. Lots of space up underneath with the water filter. your microwave, convection oven, and a rather large fridge. I mean, it's a decent sized fridge, nice and cool in there, but no separate freezer. I like the separate freezer. Let's see if this has the same bathroom as the other. It sure does. Take a look in here. If I can find the light switch. There. Is that? Oh, that's not it. That's the water pump. Okay, that's the water pump switch. We found that. That's good that they have it right there in the bathroom. But it's got that same wood flooring, same cassette toilet, same storage area over there, and also the same fold out of the way shower, so you can take a shower without getting everything in the toilet area wet. That's a great feature. You don't have to be squeegeeing down your mirror every time you take a shower. Got vents overhead, ducted air conditioning, just like in the other unit. Ooh, it's a little dark back here. Scary. All right, I can't turn these lights on. I'm not sure why. There we go. All right. Again, the same U-shaped bedroom in the back with the same drawers. This is pretty much the same as the Mercedes. Let's check the distance here. It is a little bit shorter chassis, so yep. All right, now we see why the Jayco was a little bit of a challenge, because this I only have maybe an inch on either end, maybe 2 inches at the top. But again, if you had to, you could sleep sideways, probably up to 6'6". And then this cushion goes right in here. Same storage in the back, 2 cabinets, a window on either side, but not one in the back. Reading lights, all nice stuff. All very well done. Very similar to the other. This part is very similar to the other. It's just a little bit shorter. Now, because these Ekkos are pretty much the same RV on 2 different chassis, we're able to compare the cargo capacity. And I'll put those cargo capacities on the screen, and you can see the difference between the Mercedes and the Ford. Now, the Ford looks like this chassis is a little bit smaller, a little bit shorter, I should say. So that may contribute to the cargo capacity being higher for the Ford, but I think that the Ford generally has a larger cargo capacity than the Mercedes. All in all, we really like this unit. I would consider this Ford chassis, now that they've done the upgrades to the driving compartment, I would definitely consider a Ford rather than the Mercedes. All right, we've looked at the Jayco Quantum Ridge. We've looked at the Ekko, both Ekkos, the Mercedes and the Ford. So the day wouldn't be complete without looking at the final competitor in that range, very similar to all those previous 3 units. This is the Entegra Condor 2024. Now, we did take a look at this at the Orlando RV show, but we figured we'd include it again here in this video just so you could make comparisons between the 3, because they're very similar. The Winnebago and the Jayco and the Entegra. Now, there's a reason why the Jayco and the Entegra, you're going to see a lot of similarities between them, because they're made by the same company. But Entegra, a lot of times when we look at the Entegra coaches, especially the Class Cs, we notice that they do a little bit extra things in the fit and finish department to make, I guess you could call it that Entegra touch. So let's see how they handle it in this one. Just looking at the wheels and tires on this, this is the same Transit 350 all-wheel drive EcoBoost that's on the Ekko, but if you'll notice, the tires are much more aggressive looking. They're all-terrain tires, and they change the entire look of the coach between the Ekko and the Condor. It's a huge difference. It's amazing that tires can make that much of a difference to the look of an RV. Plus, we like the styling of this. What do we got here, Rose? All right. Well, we saw when we looked at the Jayco, the outdoor kitchen was out. This is what it looks like, all tucked into this drawer. I'm trying not to get my fingers here.
Oh, no, wait,
oh,
top, hon,
hang on.
Right here. You got this too. Careful.
Okay, so you've got the cooler, the Dometic cooler. You've got the cooktop. Whoop. See, I'm not a pro at this yet, but I'm learning. You see how easy it is to learn everything? Everything's in yellow, so you just hit the switch to open it up, and then you've got the cooktop here, as Rose explained. Okay, so we're a little half-assed. All right, but you get the general idea. Everything's here. You've got a little extension area of the cooktop, and all the hoses and everything for the propane are all tucked back in there. And then to go back in, you just slide it there. You just got to watch your little fingers. You don't want to catch them in there. Single propane tank, in contrast to the Ekko, which has a double tank. The Jayco has also the single tank. And then the same cargo compartment that we saw in the Jayco with 3 doors.
No ladder on this one.
No ladder, but a rear window, and we'll look at that when we get inside. And it's also an awning over the back window. It's a nice feature. Pretty much standard outdoor shower, gray tank, gate valve. All your water fills are here, water filter, umbilical, same place, cassette toilet dump. Nothing really there. Nothing really there. That doesn't go far back. And this has a 28K generator. I wonder what those doors are for, that they're covered in felt like that. That's different. Like these steps to get in and out. That's a neat feature that's not on the Ekko that makes this thing look all that more rugged and cool. All right, let's go inside. All right. You got the same door, same screen. All right. You know our feelings on this Ford driving compartment. This one has the TV overhead. Everything else is the same as most of the other units. The storage areas, large storage areas on the side. You could put a whole big duffel bag in there. And you'll recognize this from the Jayco. This is the same seating area table that we saw in that unit. So far, this is looking identical to the Jayco, which is a little bit surprising. And we didn't mention it, we were in the Jayco, but it also has this feature. This is magnetic, and it's just a skylight. The Jayco had it as well, and it's just a neat little, get a little more light in the coach. You can see how easy it is. How easy it is for a normal person to put it up. It's always difficult for me. Same cabinets, same locking cabinets. There's not a lot of rattle there. If these were metal, I imagine it would be less rattle, but these are plastic. And then look at the floor. It has a kind of a woven floor, but it's more like wallpaper. It doesn't seem like the dirt would get caught up in there too much. Again, we're looking for your input. If you have a floor, a woven floor, or something similar in your RV, to hit us up and let us know how that wears. Underneath this little section here, you got the pantry. There you go. And same area under the sink. It seems like forever ago that we're looking at the Jayco, but this looks very similar. It's the same large take a sponge bath sink. Lots of counter space. I'm sure it has the cooktop. There it is. The portable induction cooktop stored up overhead. And then the microwave, convection oven, and more storage in here. Now this has the box for the JBL speaker, and it's not mounted because I can feel the weight. It's in the box, but there's a JBL speaker there, which is nice, a Bluetooth speaker. And I imagine it's a quick connect. It is, so you can take that outside with you when you go out. It's a nice feature. The same single door refrigerator, pretty standard for these units. And let's take a look. Did I just turn it off? Yes. All right, let's take a look in the bathroom. The door, magnet door, same as the Jayco. Same bathroom. Same bathroom. It does not have that feature that we like in the Winnebago, where the whole wall swings out. But it's got that sink that we like. It does have a medicine cabinet under here, which is magnetic and very tight. And I got to be honest, when I'm taking a shower in a place this small, in the Winnebago, you're kind of leaning against the wall. If you're going to shower in here, and it's always a challenge, it's not bad to have a place to sit. So the whole thing with that wall in between, yes, it's convenient. Yes, it provides a little bit less cleanup afterwards, but you know, there's positives and negatives to it. Let's look in the bedroom. Oh, wait a minute. What's this? Jesus Christ. All right. So All right, we didn't mention this in the Jayco because I honestly didn't see it back there. But yeah, the shower door here, it clips in here. That's actually pretty nice to have that door rather than get the door all soaking wet, which there had to be something. I like this better than a curtain. It's nice because it's very easy to store out of the way. All right, I wasn't scared. All right, moving to the back. Very much more firm, these cushions. And I got to tell you, they're plenty soft. They're firm where they don't feel cheap. Does that make sense? The ones in the Ekko were kind of like light and soft, and I don't know, they just had a weird feeling. This is almost identical to the Jayco. It's got these same storage containers over here, but it does have the rear window, a feature we love. It's got the ducted air conditioning, some coat hooks here, again, the place for the television, and all the same cabinetry. So I got to tell you, the Condor and the Jayco are, I would call them clones. They're about the same as far as what we can tell. We thought that there might be some extra like woodworking features and whatnot because the Entegras usually have that. But what I'm suspecting is, looking in the Jayco, is maybe these Entegra cabinets were brought over to the Jayco to make it that much nicer. I don't know. If you have any insight on that, please let us know in the comments. All right, the fact that there are different versions of this type of motorhome is actually good for those of us looking to buy an RV of this type because it gives us choices. As far as the L-shaped dinette, we're not such big fans, but the dinette in the Ekko is just two different seats. So it's kind of give or take. You're dealing with a very short RV. All of this is more than what we have in our Class B. Don't get me wrong, there's plenty of space here. If you're looking for something that's maybe a little bigger than a B, but still easy to drive around, then I think you've got a lot of good options in these units. All right, we've taken a look at 4 different units, but all pretty much a very similar design. And I got to be honest with you, Rose and I had a discussion, and we really don't know which one we would pick. I think it would come down to more things like price. Do we go with that Mercedes chassis, even though it has the lower cargo, or do we stick with something on the Ford? I really like the new Ford cockpit, so it makes it, you know, that would have been an easy decision a year ago, but now, I don't know. I really don't know. You're just gonna have to make that decision for yourself. But I highly recommend that if you're going to be looking for a unit like this, that you look at all of these units and make your own decision. Well, we hope you enjoyed that comparison of 4 similar but also very different RVs. Yeah. If you liked the video, please give us a like, consider subscribing, and hit that notification bell so you'll be told whenever we put out a new video. You can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and give us a donkey kick. Happy travels.